First I blow, then I poke him.
Yeah, maybe instead of watching that show again, I'll just remember it, because I probably remember the entire thing. Or like, between you and me, we could probably just say that entire show.
There are things like that instead of revisiting, I just want to remember them because I'm not ready. I think 30 years from now, we can watch Arrested Development and be like, this is some fresh TV we're watching.
Yeah, somebody says I'm echoing.
Somebody already said something?
I do hear an echo, actually.
You hear an echo. That's not good at all.
Yeah, I don't know if that... I mean, I sometimes hear it if, like, I get too close, but now I hear it the whole time.
You're hearing an echo, huh?
So what are we supposed to do if that happens?
You say that like somebody else is going to solve it for us. Let me see. Maybe there's another audio input going on. We've made a mistake. One moment, please.
It's fine. I'll just shut my mouth.
I'll just say nothing. Take a look at your mic and tell me what you see. Can I get a little intel on your mic there, Joe?
What do you mean? Like,
Well, can I? Oh, I just want to see what your buttons look like. Has anything here been changed? It's pretty likely. So let's just see what happens if I. Now it's a lot louder. Okay, fair. The echo is louder, you mean?
Okay, now I hear my own voice.
Okay, you're hearing your own voice that more than before?
Yeah, it's like loud. I don't think I ever heard my own voice.
Oh, that's no good. I'm echoing too. Is that still true?
Yeah, I can hear you echoing.
Shit.
Although I always hear you echoing because I hear your voice in person as well.
You hear my voice.
Here.
What about now? Do you hear my voice now?
I can't hear you in here.
You can't hear me.
And I can hear me in here.
You want to hear me, but not you?
Yeah.
All right, there's me, right?
Okay. No, I'm still there.
Really?
What did you do on that?
I do not know. Okay, you say you heard echoing previously, but it seems good now. It's better now?
Good. What about...
Is it better now?
I don't hear any echoing.
You don't hear it anymore?
Well, like I said, I always hear an echo.
You always...
So it's hard to hear if there's a second echo when you're talking.
Okay, somebody is saying it's better.
Okay. I mean, can you not get rid of my voice that I can like hear myself?
You don't want to hear yourself?
No.
Okay, one moment, please. Okay, you are, I believe, wait, what about now? Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
You can hear yourself.
I mean, it's fine. I can hear yourself.
Oh, are you hearing yourself like totally out of sync?
It's a lot louder than you.
It's louder than me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we could probably turn that down.
Okay.
Shit. I really shouldn't smoke a joint before figuring this shit out.
It's fine.
Okay. I might need to move on for a little while. You could probably turn down your volume on
Like on this thing?
Yeah.
Like the dial?
Yeah.
It's not like doing
If it's not doing anything, then turn it back to where it was.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
I can just hear you in the room,
Oh.
which is all I need to hear.
What about now?
No. I mean, you're not going to make me hear you.
Okay.
I don't think we'll be able to do a sound check while we're streaming. I just don't think it's going to be possible. Is it workable, or should we stop the stream?
Well, I turned it. I don't hear my own voice anymore. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay,
just
okay.
fine.
I think
Then
this
we're
is
good. Then we're good.
It was just I had to like turn this dial to the right.
Okay. All right. It sounds good to you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Smoke your joint.
Smoky joint. You're just gonna be a Jewish mother about it.
No, I was trying to be like, get your shine box about it.
Oh man. Okay. I'm going back into OBS. As long as everything continues to sound okay, then we should start playing Ninja Turtles. You know I'm gonna be Donatello.
You know I'm gonna be Leonardo.
Why do you think you're drawn to Leonardo?
I like blue.
All right. You know, purple was never about the thing that I loved about Donatello.
Oh yeah?
No, purple is never. I've never had a passion for that color.
No. So what is it about Donatello? Something else is his weapon?
He does machines.
He does machines. What, he's smart?
He's smart. He's smart. I think I have a better chance with him is the thing. It's not that I think he's hotter than the other turtles. Just if I showed up, like not April, but May, the version of, the child May that liked the Ninja Turtles and wanted them to be my boyfriends. Like, if I showed up, I feel like Michelangelo would not give me the time of day, but Donatello would be
too
sweet
cool.
to me. Yeah. He needs a bodacious babe.
You've found the dorkiest of the bunch.
Yeah, I have a pretty good chance with him. I think Donatello, I could get Donatello to like me. Oh shit. Turtle power.
Yeah, I also think swords are just the best weapon.
Well, you can't dash in this game, right?
You can't?
I don't think so.
I guess not.
Great little like fighting animations though, like very, considering, there's only so much they could do with the graphics. They got the animations to look really crisp, really nice.
Yeah, this is badass. Look at that fire.
This is a lot for an NES game. Like, when you consider that an NES game is little more than like a couple of layers of plastic puppets moving back and forth while you fire an air, like a light gun at it, right? Just little dolls on your Nintendo Entertainment System, and they pulled this off with it. That's how I think of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I guess you're firing a light gun. Like, is that what we're doing? We're just sending light.
Yeah, it's just the pixels on your screen are like they're being like generated by your TV, right?
Yeah.
And they can barely show more than one at a time. Like they can't layer them on top of each other or the characters start to disappear.
Yeah.
So they had to think of ways to program it to not flicker. Or to program in the flicker just so the game could be more sophisticated.
Yeah.
And they made those choices with the goal in mind of pushing past the boundaries of the console to something never before achieved by it. Did either of us see the new movie? Good evening. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? I must say, I've enjoyed streaming lately. I like having a place to talk. Shoot the shit. On our own terms, which is, either playing video games and talking or working and talking. Like, I like to get on here and do my work occasionally. Like, probably like once a week lately.
Yeah, I also think that streaming is a great place to work. and like
Yeah.
be social and active while getting your work done. And like people
Yeah,
can see you so they know if you're not getting your work done.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, yeah. When especially if I do mom stuff in the morning and then my job is in the evening, which I hate because my energy is already like so reduced. And I need motivation. Otherwise, I'll just look at shit. You know, I'll waste too much time, and I can't afford to waste that time. So if I feel like I'm starting to slip into the time wasting, I'm like, okay, what can I do on the stream today? Yeah, it's just like hold me accountable, and I'm sure people are watching me while they're at work too. They're just like getting some work done and watching the show. Or they're not getting any work done. They're watching the show instead of getting work done. In which case, I appreciate their sacrifice to sacrifice their attention so that I could feel like I was being listened to while I'm just shooting the shit at work. There must be people. All right. Well, this has never been me. This has never been me in any of my jobs, like, you know, in-person jobs. I never had a job where I just like shot the shit with somebody all day long, just like talk to them all day. And yet I know people who would do that. Like their work experience is talking to people all day. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like, I mean, if you work somewhere where you have to interact with customers and you talk to them all day.
All day. And you're also going to be talking, you're going to be talking to, oh, did I die?
Can you hit start?
No. This game is hard. It's NES. No, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like everywhere I've ever worked or been in a workplace, there have been people there who just literally talk to each other all day, or they talk to other people all day, and that has never I've never had a job where I talk to people all day.
Yeah.
I was always hiding when I worked outside of the house. I was always like, just gonna put my head down and do my work.
Yeah.
Never been my style. And having a stream going during the day, this is the stupid point that I'm trying to get around to making, is like the first time where I've just like talked at work.
Yeah.
And enjoyed talking at work. Pretty nice. It's a nice feeling to be less isolated from the world while getting your work done.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes I'll stream if like I'm getting a lot done. I'll stream for like 10 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, I've done
that. I had no idea.
Yeah, like I would stream for like 3 hours minimum, or like.
Really?
Yeah.
How often?
Well, it's been less lately, but for a while it was like every other day.
Okay, you're getting in some good chat times on the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I do find that, like, you know, I just need to, like, I can't stay in one place on my own for that long. But I do find that whenever I end the stream, I'm like kind of having trouble saying goodbye, you know, or I'll just be like, oh yeah, and one more thing, like kind of the way our parents used to be at parties where we really wanted them to go home. And how I'm realizing I am like more and more all the time, and I'm going to be that for my son, is like, remember going to, oh, you're getting up.
Yeah. No, do you like you playing this?
Oh yeah, let's play something else. So like, remember going to a party like that, it was all like parents and kids, big holiday party, or, you know, just some party where there was like adults and kids. It was not just like some kid's birthday party. It was a party where the adults were all friends with each other and the kids were there too. You'd go to these parties with your parents, and by like, 9 or 10 o'clock, you're ready to go home, right? You're falling asleep. You're falling asleep at like some like adult's house who you don't know the adult. And like there's a limit to how friendly you can be with these other kids at the party. You don't know them. Maybe you'll make friends with somebody. Maybe you'll just be like, I want to go home. But by the time you're at that stage, you just want to go home. You're tired. You want to go to bed. There's nowhere to sit down. There's nowhere to be comfortable. There's nowhere to watch TV. Mom and Dad, I want to go home. Can we go home? Yeah, soon, honey. And Mom and Dad are having the most ignited conversation that they've had with another adult in a very long time, because that was not their day to day. That they just like, they were never able to get into a state of flow where you just like, you have conversations at parties or with, among other people where your mind just hums and you just like can't get enough of it. You're just having so much fun interacting with other people. And every single time our parents experienced that, for the most part, because they rarely got babysitters, every single time they experienced that, we were tugging on their arms to go home. We were begging them to go home. And like, I don't know about you, I remember a lot of like Dad in particular just like saying goodbye and then thinking one more thing and like going back like fucking Columbo to say one more thing. And that shit went on for like what seemed like an hour because he just could not let go. He just could not let go. And it probably wasn't an hour. It was probably like 5 minutes. We were so impatient to go home that an hour of torturing our dad to leave felt like 5 minutes. But like, I do finally understand now what it is to get into that state of flow and how precious it is in every moment that you can capture it. But like, what kind of shit are you saying by hour 10?
Huh?
Like when you're on a 10-hour long stream, what kind of shit are you talking about by hour 4 even, hour 5?
What am I talking about? I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been like 6 months since I did like a long stream. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go watch them. We'd have to go see.
I mean, it sounds interesting in the way that like a speedrunner sounds interesting. Like that a speedrunner would just like grind online for, I imagine, long days like that, right?
Yeah.
And somebody is watching with fascination and it's like, sorry. Shit, what was I saying? Somebody was completely lost it. Oh, completely lost it.
I'm trying to remember how my last stream ended. I think it was funny, but I don't remember what it was.
So is it just like every thought that pops into your head?
I have like, sort of like a train of thought.
And you just keep on following it?
Well, like for a while I was doing Bugs Bunny's voice, so I had like a carrot with me and would just like randomly start doing it again every time I thought of another bit.
Oh my God, here, let's start playing Bubble Bobble. This sounds incredible. Oh my God, do you have any clips of any of this?
I mean, I do, yeah, but I'm not sure where any of it is.
Oh, okay. I'm just very curious. I'm just very curious to hear some of this. Like, I don't think I can sift through 8 hours, but I would love to hear some of it.
Yeah, I'll have to find it. My latest stream is probably only like 2 hours or 3 hours long. It's hard to give up. Sometimes you don't want to stop.
I realized recently that I've been checking out more of my friends' streams, and I've been realizing that some of them get on all night, And some of them just get on for like 30 minutes before dinner.
Yeah.
And I love that, you know? Just like I'm gonna pop on the video games and say hi to my friends for like 30 minutes. And that's very satisfying.
Yeah.
I think I want to do more like that, you know, just like, you know, whatever length I have to spare. That seems fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be opening my life up to people.
Well, yeah, I mean, you told me not to. Like, you shouldn't be too personal with strangers on the internet.
Well, I do feel like I speak my mind when we're on here.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Like a great deal.
I think we both do.
And the more we do that, the more hours we do that, the less of a personal life we are able to keep to ourselves. Unless we can just make up shit that has nothing to do with us all the time on our stream. But I don't think so, Joe. I think we're too real for that. I think, you know, this is the uncensored version of us. And people need to hear this. They need to hear it us at our rawest. People are so mad about the things we're saying on this show. They're cutting themselves on the edges of this show. I've also noticed that some people don't consider their stream a show at all. But I feel like Thingus is a show.
Thingus is a show, or it's a Thingus.
The show itself is a Thingus.
Yeah.
It's the Thingus in which everybody watching partakes.
Right. Yeah, it should have its own page on Thingopedia.
The show itself.
Yeah.
Right.
It should be a Thingus to the past, and it should just like
Right.
list of episodes.
Right. So Thingopedia is actually what the project is, right? Thingopedia is the project, and a Thingus to the past is like the supplemental show we do, where we spend some time excavating Thingai.
Yeah. Yeah, but Thingopedia is the text version of, because like we're not gonna, we don't have videos of us just like identifying the Thinguses. It like just happens randomly, and we'll say that's a Thingus, but not remember.
Yeah. Right, but not even remember until like maybe months later, if we remember at all.
So yeah, when that happens, we add it to Thingopedia.
Yeah.
When we finally remember.
We could probably like, look, if I was any good at producing this show, I would get all kinds of commands into the stream, and we would be able to like send a command to the video whenever we got a Thingus.
And
right?
we would get a sound.
Yeah.
A
That's
sound
a
would
Thingus.
play.
Yeah, and then it would be stored in a database about, you know, in a spreadsheet about our game.
Yeah.
You could access that information. I think it's possible for all that to happen. What do you guys think? Yeah, exactly. Exclamation point Thingus. Great. If I code that in, I don't exactly know how it works. You code an event.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So then if we don't do it, then somebody else will do it. But then how can we prevent multiple Thingus reports? There's probably a feature for that too.
Wow. You see that?
What? Did I see you eat shit? Yeah, I saw it.
He just fell on me. I couldn't get out of the way.
I like this one. It's like a little face.
I thought it was pinball.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Oh.
Ah!
Yeah, me too.
I suck. Wow. We suck. Can you jump on your own? Yeah. Oh my god, hard. Hard. Not worth it. Restart the game. That was a mercy kill. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Wow. We suck.
Yeah, this game is hard.
No! Oh, just barrage. I'm in my fortress here. Die! I expect you to die. Oh, well. No! Yes.
Okay, so
Doesn't matter if I'm in here now.
can I guess how VHS tapes work?
Okay. Okay. We're guessing how it works. No.
We're
we don't-
guessing how it works.
We're guessing how it works at the practically the beginning of the night. Yeah, no. I won't know the melody until the end of the night. We're guessing why it's bad. We'll do one of those later. Okay, how do you think videotapes work?
Okay, so they're magnetic tape, right? So like, you know how magnets are responsive to like if you put a magnet over a hard drive, it erases it.
If you put a magnet, right.
So like that makes me think that you could use the magnetic tape as like an exposure, like sort of like a film, right? Like that you put a magnet over a certain shape and it becomes that, like a magnadoodle.
Right, but it would be the exact shape. It would be the exact shape of that movie.
Well, of one frame, and then like every frame they do it again.
Oh, like an image. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a negative of an image.
Well, I feel like it's not like an actual image of it. It's like a signal, right?
Signal. It's not an actual image.
Yeah.
It's a signal that like but doesn't have it has to like sort of physically manifest in some way.
I
Or
mean,
is it purely digital? No, it's analog.
yeah, it isn't digital.
All you, man.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so oh yeah, I could do a cooldown timer. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Bonnethead Jill says, "Don't think I've ever actually seen Bubble Bobble before outside of the puzzle incarnations." Like, is this game less well known than Bust a Move?
I bet it is, yeah.
Yeah.
This game is so hard.
This
Oh,
game's
wow,
really,
I
really
actually
hard.
lived.
There's like 100 levels. We used to get far.
Yeah. But we never beat it.
I don't think so.
We,
Maybe with Game Genie.
You can't, it's impossible to beat it with 2 players. But like, you have to get the good ending.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we might have done it with Game Genie one time. Oh.
We also had this for the Commodore.
Yes. Yes, we did. Or we played it at a friend's house who did have the Commodore. Who had like the Commodore 64. Oh, nice. I'm just here to take the vegetables. So fun. So fun. Bubble Bobble. So
Yeah, the other Bubble Bobble games were just like, I mean, the Bubble Bobble 2 is kind of weird. It's a really rare game too. It's like
Oh, yeah.
$1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I remember that game.
yeah.
We never had it though.
I remember us having it.
Oh, really? We had it?
And
did?
I don't know what happened to it.
Where did
I
it
couldn't
go?
find it.
One of the siblings took it. We don't know who. Wait, maybe we have it. I don't know.
It might still be in Mom's house. We just don't know where it is.
All right, we'll have to recover that treasure someday. Uh-oh, why'd I do that? Ah.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not using the fucking lightning bolts. Get real.
Someone says Chip and Dale 2 is also really rare.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know there was a Chip and Dale 2.
I just I'm not gonna like ever try and collect those games just because they're rare. Doesn't mean they're good.
Bubble Bobble 2 is not good. It's like it's not as cute as this. It's not as enjoyable as this.
Yeah.
Like this is adorable.
Yes.
That game is like I mean we could play it because we have it on the multi-cart.
Right. Right, it's not as good as this. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Wanna do that after I get a game over.
Well, before you turn this game off, we should get the whale because that's the thing I wanted to show off that was spooky.
Oh, a spooky component to this game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate you. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, I feel like we've learned a little bit more about Daisy. Like there are a few more details that have surfaced in the last week, and or that we remembered because I couldn't remember everything about Daisy when I was like recounting her life last week. So, one thing that we didn't mention about Daisy and Peach, which is like a pretty important detail, I think. How do I do this? I gotta bubble my way up, right? What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna die. Oh no. No! I'm so scared. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I did okay, actually. Not bad. Alright, just need to get that last little fucker. No. Daisy! So, yeah, the thing with Daisy and Peach is like, their relationship at this point, is that they don't talk to each other. Like, Peach can't talk to her anymore. And it wasn't always like that with them. It's not like these two were ever great friends. Princesses hang out with each other because, they're princesses. It's they can they have an incredible amount of resources to have fun and explore the world, and they love to test each other's limits in that regard. Being princesses having fun in the world. What the fuck am I trying to say here?
It's diplomacy.
Yeah, they're doing diplomacy. No, I mean, they're partying all over the world is what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's diplomacy. Diplomacy. Absolutely, yeah. So, it
What the hell
surely
is
must have,
that?
I don't know what that is, it's scaring the shit out of me. So it must have been diplomacy that, like, Daisy, like, the thing is that if it was just that Daisy used to date Mario and it didn't work out, and now Daisy dates Luigi, but she's still pining for Mario. And oh my God, what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
This is gonna make me panic. Like, it's not just that, like, you know, Daisy is jealous of Mario's pursuit of Peach. It's more that, like, if that was it, then Peach would be able to fucking deal with it. Instead, Daisy introduced them. Like, Daisy introduced Mario to Peach. And she will never fucking let go of that. Ever. Ever.
Oh my God.
She will not fucking let it go. That, yeah, Daisy knew Mario and Luigi first. And, like, the situation when Daisy first knew Mario and Luigi was that these two brothers lived in a dump of a house together. Like, disgusting, falling apart house. These guys threw the craziest fucking parties at this house. They were so legendary, the Mario parties, that they started to number them so that, you know, because each one individually was so worth remembering. These Mario parties, you know, by Mario Party number 3, they were absolutely legendary. And that's when Daisy brought her, you know, casual school friend Peach. Oh no! Oh my God, no! Oh my God, I'm so dead!
That was close.
Tension and release, folks. That's game design for you. You play now. I'm done. So like, yeah. So Daisy brought, you know, Mario and Luigi, who around that point, Luigi was like 23 and Mario was like 27, like starting to be a little too old to throw these kinds of parties. Like, but no one is acknowledging that because these parties rule. No! You can't do it! Unspeakable. It is unspeakable what my brother is doing to me right now. I'm so mad. Okay, so is Daisy really supposed to be the most lovable, down-to-earth of all the Mario girls? Really? No way, man. That's not true. That can't be true. I haven't looked into it, but my gut feeling on this one is correct. I just know it. But anyway, there's not much more to say on the whole Daisy Peach thing. It's just like if it had just been that, like, you know, she was jealous about Mario, which again, like, Peach is not dating Mario. It's not her fault that he's interested, and yet she's blaming him. If it was just like the jealousy about Mario, Peach would be like, all right, well, like, we can be friends, but like, I need a lot of space from you. I can only take you in small doses. I feel like that would have been like totally fine. They would have still gone to the same parties. But the reason they don't talk at all is because Daisy just can't let this shit go. She can't let it go. As if introducing somebody means that what you own the rights to, like, them knowing each other for the rest of time. That's what Daisy thinks. She can't let it go. Unbelievable. You know, Peach doesn't need that. So, like, Daisy's just mad about it forever, apparently. Like, she can't let it go. If she could ever let go of that, like, it would be super Daisy World. That's the game we'd be playing. Taking her time. Any thoughts on Rosalina? I don't know anything about Rosalina. I don't know what game she's in. Mario Galaxy? Is that Rosalina? I only know her from Mario Party. I play Rosalina on the regular, I gotta say. She's like hotter than the other princesses because her hair does that. Peach would be jealous that Daisy got to be in the movie and she didn't. Oh, the first movie? Oh, well, look. I'm picking and choosing what aspects of these movies have anything to do with what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that if anything I say contradicts the world of any aspect of the Mario series, then it doesn't matter. It's still correct. Same weight class as Bowser. That's not true. Is she? She's the same weight class as Bowser. Like Donkey Kong? Like Donkey Kong Jr. is like they turned Donkey Kong Jr. into Rosalina. Joe, help. Help. I don't know anything about Rosalina. Someone's trying to tell me that that Rosalina is the equivalent of Bowser in the Mario Kart games.
What? Oh.
There's no way. Rosalina is light on her feet in Mario Kart games. There's no way.
No, they're saying that Rosalina is a heavy character, like Bowser's a heavy character, and so is Rosalina.
Like, but her engine starts fast, right?
Well, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, maybe her engine starts slow. I thought Rosalina was kind of fast.
let's play something else.
Okay. She starts off slow. Have you ever been a Bowser in Mario Kart games?
Oh yeah, Bowser. Well, give me a second.
Oh man, I have never been a Bowser. Never. I don't like the slow to start guy at all. Although the princess is slow in Mario 2.
Yeah, Bowser's the fastest though. He's got the worst acceleration and the highest top speed.
Right. So if you're really good at staying at top speed, then be Bowser, right? Is that the idea? That's not me at all. Oh man, this looks great. Oh, it's so cute.
That's a thing, yes. Pausing instead of skipping or nothing when you hit start on the like score screen.
Pausing instead of skipping or nothing?
Or sorry, like you hit the score screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you hit start and it pauses instead of nothing. Or like you hit start because you're trying to skip it, but it just like pauses the game. That's like a thing the old games would do. Sorry.
I'm just like not able to understand. I will probably soon understand what you're talking about. I would like to acknowledge it as a Thingus. Look at these rotating skulls.
Sure.
Or heads. Rotating heads. They look like they've still got some skin on them. Some blue skin.
Oh, they're just gonna keep spawning. I have to go up there.
Yeah. This is kind of like if you combined Gauntlet and Mr. Do.
Yeah, they had a baby named Solomon, and that's his key.
This is like a level maker almost. It's like there's no fighting, right? You're just You're just building yourself a pathway to avoid the monsters.
Yeah, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of like, oh. Yeah, you're limited.
Yeah.
You can't just like kill anything you want.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is awesome. We never had this game. when we were
No,
kids.
but Nintendo released this game on the Switch, and it was like a free game. So I played it, and it was like, I was like laughing my ass off at how this music sounds. It's just
Oh.
like so dramatic.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's looking a little bright on the stream. I'm gonna adjust that real quick. Sorry.
Okay. Fuck.
That's a bit better. Yeah, I always pick Toad in Mario Kart. Always. Always the little speedy guy. Sometimes I'll just go for Mario in Mario Kart.
He's the most all around character, right?
Yeah.
He's the most standard and balanced character.
Yes. Yeah, it's like picking Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
The fewest surprises with Mario. No, I usually be a princess.
Oh shit.
No, that's not true either. I go all over the place. Different eras. Right? Like Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's Yoshi era.
Oh yeah, no, she wrote a real fucking banger about Yoshi. When did they date? I want to say like 2009. Oh, now, what was Yoshi doing in the 2000s?
He was doing like, he had like, they were doing those like live action Yoshi commercials with like a person in a Yoshi costume.
Yeah,
where he
that's
like
when-
threw
that's
an
when she
egg at
dated
a car. Yeah.
That's when Taylor dated him, for sure.
There was also like that poster that you had of Yoshi. Do you remember that one? It was like a poster like the size of an entire house. And it was
Really?
like a Nintendo poster when they were running this campaign that was like, who are you? Or like, who are you? I didn't really get the campaign, but
Don't remember that at
it was weird. It was like there was a picture of Yoshi's face pasted over a person or something like that.
Does anyone remember this? Anyway, this is when Yoshi and Taylor Swift were dating. What's the song called? What's it called when you punch Yoshi and his tongue comes out?
What's it called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She'd have a song called like Tongue Lash or something.
Yeah.
Some water.
I forget if falling kills you in this game.
Thank you. You know, I have to take care of this instrument. I love these creatures. All kinds of wonderful variety.
Yeah, I think this kind of game is cool that it's like, it's just one screen, there's no scrolling.
Yeah, no, it's like a nice, simple puzzle screen. I do love that. Like, when there's scrolling, it is a different feel, for sure.
Don't have any more magic. No! Oh, he fell on me. But yeah, like, when I play Mario Kart, it's like, yeah, I think we all have different phases. I used to be Bowser. I used to play as Bowser, feeling kind of evil, wanting to win, wanting to be the fastest, but also the slowest.
Right. Well, the hardest to control, the hardest to master, right?
Yeah.
Did you find you could win with Bowser?
Yeah. I feel like it feels kind of not that good when you win as Bowser because he's evil.
Yes.
Or if you win as like Waluigi, because when Waluigi loses, he's such a sore loser about it.
Right, everybody else is like, yeah, I mean, in the first Mario Kart game, you just get zapped to powder if you lose. You don't even weep about it, you just die.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm not very good at this game. Let's move on.
All right. Wanna play some Mario Kart?
Yeah. Which one?
Sure. Oh my God. Hello, Heidi. Heidi's just off camera tonight. I don't wanna move everything, but she's real cute. Just sitting right behind me and sighing. Probably coming in very clear on the mic.
Is there only one extender for the Super Nintendo?
I think there's another. Maybe not though.
All right, well, let's we can play one then.
Thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Mm-mm-mm. What's up tonight, everybody? How's everyone doing? I'm gonna do a little crowd work while you figure out the game. Doing all right. I'm doing all right. It is a lovely fall week here. And I don't give a shit how much loving summer's transition to fall is stigmatized as something that for some reason only dumb bitches are interested in. Right? Like, why are we letting them take fall from us?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with loving fall.
Well, I feel a little victimized
like with people making fun of pumpkin spice, like how come they're making fun of this and then they're making fun of women? Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's just like, look, I'm not trying to be a basic bitch. I'm not.
we all have our basic bitch pleasures, don't we?
Was Henry David Thoreau like just like some like woman with like long sweater sleeves and a brunch hat being like, I just love when the trees change color. It's just so nice. Like, is that what he sounds like too? Was he like into pumpkin spice shit by appreciating nature, by walking outside and just loving to feel the crisp fall air? That's a basic thing we get to do. And it's also a little reward for living on the East Coast.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You get to love this time of year. So I am done with the negativity around the beginning of fall. I'm sick of it. I'm ready to enjoy it as if I barely have 2 brain cells to rub together. I want to be the stupidest, most obnoxious, annoying ass person you've ever seen about it or imagined. Because I'm gonna say you mostly just imagined this person, and like no one's actually this annoying, right? Completely made up, right? The pumpkin spice girl.
Yeah.
Even like the one who's popular on TikTok who does it, she's making fun of it. Like she's putting on that costume and being that character. Nobody is actually really like that. Everyone just is making fun of somebody else for liking fall. Are you just trying to be agreeable, or do you feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's fine. Yeah, like I don't know, like it hit me recently, the same idea, like how come pumpkin spice gets such a you know, so much hate? Like, does it feel kind of like, you know, whatever, it's just one of those things that comes back,
It's
like
just
everything.
it's just some trendy food thing that's going to like be in our consciousness for like 20 years, and then we're going to have all of history and all of the future to enjoy fall again. Well, you know, as long as we can possibly enjoy fall, we're going to enjoy it. But like, I'm not looking for food trends to dictate whether I'm allowed to enjoy the beginning. I don't know if my controller's working, Joe. Do I have to press start? Yeah, Thoreau got his mom to bring him pumpkin spice lattes. That's right, he didn't even farm his own pumpkins. He didn't farm his own spice. Yeah, no, yeah, his mother brought him that. His patrons brought him that. God, what a fucking phony baloney. He was drinking Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice. It's working now. What do you want to do? Match. Let's do a GP.
Yeah.
Let's just race. What do you want?
Yeah, do 100.
Okay. I'm gonna be Toad. Gun to my head, I'm gonna be Toad, and you're gonna be Bowser.
This is going to suck.
Yeah, 100 is hard.
Yeah, but we have played this game a bunch of times already. So we're ready for hard, aren't we?
I guess so. I mean, I'm gonna eat shit here. Yeah, I'm like very out of practice too. I don't remember these tracks at all.
Oh, damn. Good job.
Thank you. Cute little icons. I think fall is just it's when a lot of memories tend to stick for me, where I get visceral sense memories of time periods. The fall is very much a time when memories seal up for me, and I keep them with me. Like I remember where I was in the fall. A lot harder to drift at this place. This terrain is so unsympathetic. Are you just driving in the road like that? How is it easy for you? I never brake. Do people brake in this game?
Not usually. I don't think so.
Is there a brake?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Y is a brake.
Y is brake. So some people do. I just I'm taking off the gas. I've learned how to do this. God, fucking Starman. Of all the dirty tricks, Mario.
Yeah, I need to brake. That would have been helpful.
Ah! Oh, man. Ah! Dying out here.
It's beeping like I'm about to die.
Are you just giving up?
I'm not giving up. I'm just bad.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, they just take you out. Were we the kind of kids who would reset if we didn't win? It's dependent on the game. I mean, no, you get through it. You get through it. You can always rise back up to the top. I mean, it was the fault of the game developer if I had any reason to reset after not winning. You just play. Why not? See if you can get there. You can still win.
Yeah, maybe in the Super Nintendo era, the games were a little more forgiving.
Yeah.
Or like, they just like bring you back to the main menu anyway.
Right. Yeah. Could be.
Man, yeah, like seeing the like sword in Final Fantasy VII that always sucked. You died, and now you see the like sword icon at the beginning.
Uh-huh. This shit sucks. There's no way I'm going to place. Trying to take the shortcut as if like falling off a cliff saves me anytime. Your sister would reset the Smash Brothers if you were about to win? That's called cheating. That's a dirty gamer. Mm-mm. Has your sister apologized to you in adulthood for that?
Oh, shit.
No. Oh my god, so hard. Oh, so I got a little kitty cat last weekend. Since the last show, I got a little kitty cat. And She's like a year and a half old, and she's really small. Tortoiseshell fur, sweet little face. Are we done with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, great intro, though. I'm just gonna enjoy this for a moment. Great song. What next? I could grind away at Dragon Warrior a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. I have a game going, but I'm not very far in. Super nice up, but dark too early. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Oh, Dragon Warrior? Sorry. It is... If it's not there, it might be over there on the table there. Oh no, there it is. It's right there. It's right there, like above Chippendale. It was consistent through Mario Kart, and no, she never apologized. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, do you want to come on camera for a minute? No, I don't want to. You can come on if you want. What just flew through the air?
Sorry, I tripped over the controller.
Oh, it's okay. I just want to make sure we didn't lose anything. We might have lost something. Oh, no. No, everything looks okay. No, she never apologized. Sorry. Oh, Heidi. She's just out of frame. My lovely dog just out of frame. Yay. Is it this one? Or the bone?
No, it's the square.
It's the square one. Well, yeah. I mean, this is the one it should be, because this is the one I played Dragon Warrior on, like, definitely. Oscar. I need to raise up my seat real quick. I'm getting higher on the stream again. There we go. Now I can actually see.
So I feel like we played Ultima before. I feel like this is like an evolution up from that.
For sure. For sure. This has so much more quality of life shit than Ultima did. And it's got so much more like characterization. Like, well, there's not really any characterization here. But in the artwork there is quite a lot of personality. Hello, Heidi. So I'm just about ready to cross into this area below the bridge here. What was fun about this game is like you had to like just go out there and like figure out, yeah, there's like magicians here, which I think I can take. That was easy. I got a critical, but I think you kind of just wade into new parts of the world based on what you think you can handle. And, oh wow, I'm just getting excellent move after excellent move out here. And then you go out there, you go out to the edge of what you can do and build your strength. but there's like mystery because you have to kind of figure out where, or read a strategy guide that tells you where all these monsters are. I'm not gonna get like a wyvern or a gold man out here though. Like you would venture into a place where like you realize too late that you were out of bounds. Oh shit. I'll never do that again.
So how far into the game is this?
Not far. I'm level 7. I just have the best weapons and armor I could get in like the nearby villages. So I'm finally like venturing out, but I'm finding that the foes are very difficult, so I might need to grind a little bit. So I figured I would just do that for a little while. Won't be very interesting though. But maybe we can just think of things to talk about while doing so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I don't know, we can't really talk about the dissociating themes yet because we need to be able to play the audio to illustrate our point, right?
Well,
I guess we could.
Well, can you not pause this game?
No, you can't make the music turn off ever.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it momentarily.
Well, you know, this music is like more. This is like the other music when Daisy appears.
Well, yeah, when Daisy is a villain, when she first appears as a villain. I like already gotta go home and sleep in an inn. They out here they've got like premium hotels all over the world where you're like very far away from home and it costs like 500 gold or whatever to stay in a hotel. And I'm not a fucking asshole. I'm gonna walk home and sleep in my $10 inn at home. Where I can also save, by the way. And that's the kind of warrior that you are in this game. One that goes home to the cheap hotel at the end of every day. That's the kind of warrior I was. I was frugal. I'm sure there's like a lot of middle-class assholes playing Dragon Warrior. And they're like, I can afford the convenience. It saves me a lot of time to stay in this expensive village so far from my kingdom. I'm gonna pay it. I don't care if I have to level up some more. And I'm like, but that's a hamster wheel right there, man. You're gonna like spend more time like grinding for gold because you keep spending it healing while you're grinding for gold. You're part of the rat race. Like that's no way to play a game. It's really worth the money to go home. It's 6 gold pieces to go home. You know how much it is out in Breckenridge? 25. Fuck that. I don't actually know. I don't know how much it is. Let's go find out. All right. So we just saw that was 6 pieces of gold, right? To stay in that inn. 6 pieces of gold. It's what it should be, by the way. Short distance away from the kingdom. No, you don't try to fight me. I'm gonna just kill you and I'm just gonna blow on you and you're gonna die. Go away. I tell them to run away. They don't. Why are they fighting me? You're gonna attack me? You're a Drakey. Okay, here's the nearest town, right? What do we have here? What's the name of this town? Welcome to... No? Wait, Garen? Is that the name of the town? Okay, no. Tell me the name of your town. What is your town? Garenham. Okay, somebody had already said that, but I didn't know that was the name. Okay, fine. Garenham. All right, Garenham, what can you offer me for a hotel price? 25.
25. That was like 2 blocks away.
What did I encounter on the way over?
A Draki.
A Draki who fought me and a slime who ran away.
Yeah.
You got the fucking nerve to charge an extra 4... six... No, wait. Help me out here.
19.
16. An extra $19. No. An extra $16.
19. It's 6 plus 19 is 25, right?
No. It was... Oh, right.
6 gold.
Oh, you're right, because it was 6 at the other place. Oh, my God. Okay, yes, you're right. It was 6. There's a difference of 19. 19 gold pieces. Holy shit. Let's cut all that. Cut that. They didn't hear us do that terrible math just now.
What do you mean, us?
No, you got it immediately. It was just me. Doing terrible math on the stream.
Well, you know math enough to know that that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But you did say 500 gold, and that was hyperbolic. I thought you were serious.
Well, let's go to the next town and see how we fare, okay?
It's just going to go up exponentially. It's going to be like 200.
Let's find out. All right, this one was 25. I don't think I'm even going to make it to the next town alive, to be quite honest. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Actually, there is another town I haven't been to. I think. Okay, Melody Von Torture is blowing my mind by suggesting that you can just talk to the guy who restores your HP and then use magic to heal. That takes like way longer. Oh, I guess I'm the suburban asshole who's paying for the convenience of the inn because you're really, really working for that heal. Wow. Just goes to show you. Shut your fucking mouth. All right, I'm pretty sure I know where there's another. I'm pretty sure there's another town over here. Yeah, just goes. I'm supposed to be able to do this. On the way to save. Okay, so it is convenient. But still, you gotta heal like 3 or 4 times. At the point that I'm in the game now, which is not that far, you gotta heal quite a few times. Oh, I guess you could use heal more, right? That's later though. All right, I think I might be too far now. Magidrakey. Excellent move. Oh, I don't want to go into a desert. Is there a town in the desert? Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. Wait, what's this? Stairs? What are you then? Nothing. There's nothing here. Oh, I got a scorpion. I think I can handle a scorpion. Alright, where am I going here?
But there's like a whole genre of music, right? There's like a whole... There's others, aren't there? Or is it a genre of one? The chibi music.
Okay, alright. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. I can win a battle and then the music will stop. Hold on. One moment, please. Oh, there's the town. All right, let's check out the price of a hotel in this town, and then we can move on. Make it quiet for a minute. Come on, come on, come on. All right, what do we got here? Cole. All right, Cole, what do you got? I like walking through the woods in a town, right? Looks like it should be a place where I hit random encounters. You know, there are random encounters in these woods, but not the enemy kind.
You randomly encounter people?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Let's see.
20?
Oh, wow, it's lower.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that's a good deal.
It's kind of a good... What, are you going to walk home? You might as well be saying that, because...
Well, what dost thou want to do? Art thou going to walk home?
Surely thou jest.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
What happens if you say no? Does he just say come again? Or does he say something snarky?
Okay, goodbye, try. He doesn't need me. Alright, look. I'm gonna get it. Seems like a decent deal.
Yeah. I mean, that first one was pretty close to the first town, but I don't even remember how far away that was. You crossed a bridge. There's a lot of stuff. You're not gonna uncross that bridge.
No way. Oh, I wonder if they've got any new shit for me. Oh, a hand axe. I could almost afford that. Oh, but look at this armor. Oh my god, I need more money. I can't afford any of this right now.
Well, you saved 5 gold.
Yeah. Okay. Figure out who I mean to be talking to. Just flag that tile for like an extra, like, I don't know, 50 game cycles. Just in case I click there. Just so it should know. Maybe there's no way it can know. I wish there was a way it could know. That swamp. Ah, it's gonna hurt. I should have just talked to the man. Okay. Well, I kind of, like, hurt myself. Why am I even healing now? I'm just gonna go through it again. I'm stupid. I'm so fucking dumb. Alright, it didn't hurt that much. Well, that was a fun little demonstration for nobody.
Yeah, he just told you that you were unworthy and then told you to leave and get hurt again.
That guy was like, do you have any proof that you're a descendant of Erdrick? Why don't you just believe me? Why don't you just believe women? Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. Hast thou any Look at this shit. Look what you can waste your money on. And some people will do this in Dragon Warrior 2, I'm sure. Right? Like, some people are so fucking lazy that they'll go up to this and use one of their keys. This thing that if you spent 10 seconds, you could maneuver around. Some people are just like, I don't have time for this, and they just use one of their keys on that. The suburban-ass way people play this game.
And you get absolutely nothing from going in there.
No. Well, you could have walked there. See? If you went this way, you could have walked there. And no, there's nothing here except this guy that makes you step in the mud. It's like all these people are designed to just steal your cash.
And there's a guy behind that door. What does he do?
Yeah, you gotta have another key to find out. You see how the house always wins with this one? Okay. Well, I would have checked it out no matter what.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, he's out. Okay. I can get torches. Oh, yeah. Another torch, please. I don't know if the herb's very good. But not every day you find a town where you can buy herbs, so. Alright. Why'd I buy so much? What does Dragon Scale do?
I don't know anything about this game.
Oh, really?
I've never played this.
Oh.
I've only watched you and already play it
You've
a
watched-
million times for a million years.
Oh my god.
But I don't
Well-
know anything about it, like what anything does.
I mean, this game definitely was the bridge. More like, Final Fantasy was when I feel like you really started to be able to bring people over with the playability and fun and adventure of an RPG and story of an RPG. And in order to get to that point, it had to get from like a few points back, like from wizardry, which is like one of the earliest, if not like the earliest video game. No, there might have been a video game RPG before wizardry. It might have been the first graphical. I don't know. Early days, right? And this game definitely was part of that transition to what RPGs became in like their golden age, like Japanese RPGs. They were building it in games like this, where like there's so much personality to the creatures, and it's exciting. The battles are exciting and fast paced, and UI looks cool, and you can kind of empathize with these characters a little bit, like they're cute, they look like you, there's something appealing about them. Like, these are delightful drawings.
Yeah, although I feel like I wonder if these games were cute on purpose, because as like Final Fantasy games got better graphics, they got more realistic. Like, was that what they were actually going for when they looked like this?
No, and that's why they had to like Final Fantasy IX had to be like aggressively back the way they had come from, because they saw it. They saw how they had changed. People love that game, but they don't really, I don't think they talk about it really. Like, not like Final Fantasy VII, like nowhere close.
Yeah. I thought it was good.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's really, really good. But I feel like video game academic types are into Final Fantasy IX, People who are interested in games as like specific areas of games as like an art form to like follow the evolution of, and to like hold very close, to your like formative experience. That it is a formative experience playing it for you. That's like a small chunk of the people who have ever played Final Fantasy VII. Right? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that not everybody who plays video games is like a nerd about video games. Like not even close.
Uh-huh.
And
Like, you don't have a t-shirt that says something on it.
yeah, or you're not playing it being like, that's really good game design. Like, like a comedian's comedian, Like like those comedy specials that are like really inside baseball about comedy, or like comedians who are like really inside baseball comedy, and like they are more well loved by other comedians than by like a massive audience.
Yeah.
Comedians. Um, there are certain video games that are like the you know the game design nerds game,
Oh, I see.
because Final Fantasy IX was not a natural evolution. It was a real affectation to make a game that looked like that.
Yeah.
They were throwing it back, and it has a unique look to it, but also they're like trying to make another Disney princess movie after like that era has completely ended, and it's not going it's going to be obvious that that's what they're doing, is like trying to revive something that's gone. So that's just, that game is never going to be like the one that everyone remembers, because it itself was made to help us remember something that came before it. It's looking back into the past. It's not the sound and the experience and the visuals of the future. It's nostalgic. You don't feel that way about Final Fantasy IX?
If I feel like Final Fantasy X was definitely going to be a bigger hit, because it was like they were releasing it for the PS2, and they're like going to sell the PS2 with that. It's like the next big like Final Fantasy thing, with like it's like on a DVD now, and it's like looks great and everything. There's mocap, everything's 3D now, probably, right? Like
Yeah, absolutely. So
Final
maybe,
Fantasy IX came out like a really late in the PlayStation, right?
yeah.
So yeah, like it is kind of like looking back, making something that is in some ways redundant. Although I would say that it looks great. It masters the way the like PlayStation graphics look.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks
does
really
look
like
good.
yeah, like it looks really good for a PlayStation game.
Yeah, no, it does. It looks excellent. We should play that. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to pay attention to RPGs, and yet we keep finding ones that we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't help it.
Well, we could play Zelda 2.
Oh yeah, let's play Zelda 2.
Okay.
All right, let me save, okay? I gotta get to a save. No! See that rising up in the horizon. Like, fuck no. Yeah, you better run. And you too. Don't bite me. You have a friend who speed runs Zelda 2. That's fun. That sounds fun. I mean, speed running in general sounds like it sounds like it's too often boring and frustrating that I could ever call that my hobby. But I like watching cuts of all their great achievements. I like when people collect those. Rest then for a while. Turn thy Nintendo off by holding down thy power button and reset button. What do you want to play? Wait, did we decide this already?
Well, I suggested Zelda 2.
Oh, yeah.
So how you push reset, hold it in, and like push power while you're holding it in?
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do to protect the battery. My neck hurts. Back to my pull exercises this week after like not lifting weights for like 3 weeks, and it's good to be back. Good to be back to lifting weights, but I am hurting. I'm hurting. I did barbell shrugs today, where it's like you just let the barbell hang from your hands. Don't use your arms at all, and just use your shoulders and traps to bring that shit up. And you just shrug it out. And I need to do it because I need to strengthen that part of my shoulders and my neck. But it really hurts when you haven't done it in a long time. It's not working with the trick. Whoa. Oh. Okay, it's almost working. Hell yeah. Mike taught Joe a trick tonight to get the Nintendo games to play.
Yeah, I wish I could like show how it works. Maybe I could.
Well, it's a family secret, so I'd rather you didn't.
Okay. Let people wonder.
Let people wonder.
Let people give up. like we did last week.
Yeah, they give up. They just don't play the game. She's sounding so good. All right, who's playing? I'll play for a little bit. Or I'll play for a little bit and then I'll give it to you. Sound okay? I know I'm going to get too stressed out too fast. Somebody's been through here deleting all the names. Weird. Mare. I don't start shit with anybody at the beginning.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I do need to do something now. Did I go too far? Is there another town I should have been to first?
I don't know. I do the same thing in this game. I just go this town first usually.
No, you don't need that. Error. Oh, right, we gotta get the fucking trophy. But like, I need a lamp or something to do that. I love this sprite. She's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess you have to talk to them before you can go do the thing.
Maybe. I think you can just get it. But there's a town where they'll give you something for free. So that's the first town.
A wizard?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, maybe not this one. Okay. Weirdo. That's still just HP. I love that there's just a lady who's like, please let me help you. Like in every level, there's like a lady that's like, please come fuck me. And then there's also an old woman who will do that for you too. And then she gives you more magic. I mean, look, I probably sound like a fucking like VG Cats cartoon from like 2004, right? Oh no, Link doesn't want to fuck the old lady. He's like, yeah! Like his eyes are really big and he's unhappy. Uh-oh, she's like, a man! And she's like going after him in an old jalopy. Oh, that's a great VG Cat strip. Cute. Yeah, no, that's what we are, really. We're just warmed over takes from the early 2000s video gaming webcomic. That's all we're doing here.
Yeah, it's been done by Newgrounds. It's been rehashed already by Newgrounds cartoons in the 2010s.
Yeah, just content about video games that happened, like, you know, in the time of the people who are making those websites.
Did people parody this game that much?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was, you know, a legendary game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No!
Wow. We lost it.
We lost it. Well, do you want to play, or you could probably get back where I just was pretty fast.
Well, I
You know what? I had barely accomplished anything. I could try again. I can try again. Try again. What the fuck was that?
don't know.
Maybe I still have shield. No.
Nope.
Shit. CQ, my god. Okay, so I need to get heal again. I don't need any of you. You, I need. So that's what speedrunners do, right? There's bip bip.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play as if I'm a speedrunner.
Your heart is beating so fast.
Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. This is the fastest you can go. If you jump, it makes you a little bit faster. And you have to do that every 3 times, and that gets you the fastest you can be in this game. That was every 2 times. Shit. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Shit. Oh shit. Okay. So now. Ah! Uh-oh. So how do I get the fucking torch? Do you remember? I have to go in and get it.
You have to go somewhere. Is it there? I don't think it's there.
No, it's probably here.
Go left.
No. You don't think it's... No, left is when you want the hammer.
Like...
I think you gotta do this. I think you gotta watch the floor. There's no one in here. Whoop. It's not that bad. And then I think you can get a heart container up here. Oh, this is just a fucking castle. No way. I think you can get a heart container down here. These motherfuckers. Deadly bubbles.
Yeah, you remembered the heart container, but not this.
No. Not at all.
Wow.
It's a novel approach to random random encounters, you know.
Yeah.
Damn it. There's gonna be foxes, blue foxes in here. Yeah, I can hear them already.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this game?
I know, it's so fucking mean. I'm not. Candles at the end of the first castle, you say. Alright, well at least I've got a heart. An extra heart for it. No! Ugh, I got greedy. I wasn't patient. Ganon's gonna be laughing at me in no time.
Oh shit.
Ah! You're lucky. Start to get impatient after you die a couple times. Not even anything I can kill here. Just rocks. Nice. Here we go. Respawn. No! I need a fairy. Oh, I need a fairy. That's me halfway through the day. Oh. Like 2 or 3 p.m. How can anyone get through the day without another fairy? Me dead. Is this soundtrack by Koji Kondo? I don't have that information. What do you think, Joe?
I don't think so, but I actually have no idea.
he doesn't hurt you much. This guy, on the other hand, really takes a bite out of you. Oh shit. No. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I'm not ready for this yet. I should put my shield on. This is scary. Fucker. Wow. You wanna play?
Yeah.
We're not gonna let Ganon return, are we? Oh my god. Anyway. I'm sore. I think I'm going to be hurting in the morning. From playing Zelda is what I mean. Like, massaging that button to do those downward jabs really takes its toll on your thumb, on one of your thumbs. One might even say it leaves one's thumbs sore. The webcomic, Sore Thumbs. Which I think is still exists, actually. It's still made.
Wait, which one was that?
Sore Thumbs. It was, it's a kind of a video game comic written by Chris Crosby, who founded Keenspot.
Oh. I don't remember what it looks like.
It looks like kind of like a manga webcomic that started in the 2000s. You know, it's competently drawn and it's got the look of the time period. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that's the second video game webcomic you've brought up tonight.
Well, there were so many. Now I'm thinking about them. And what my relationship to these comics was. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of attention to most of them. I was just aware of a lot of them. I didn't read a lot of webcomics. I don't know what it's like to be desperately compelled by a webcomic. It did happen a few times, but I don't find myself waking up looking to see what the next installment of a webcomic is going to be.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Did you go this way?
No, I don't think I did. I didn't see that statue. Yeah. No, you got to go that way. I think that might be the way to like a good tool. Oh my god. Hi. So annoying.
What were you saying?
Oh, I'm not sure. What was I saying? Webcomics? Was I talking about webcomics? Yeah, I just had a lot of friends who drew them. Really, a lot of my friends came up in webcomics, and most of them don't still draw them. Most of them have branched out in some way, or maybe completely moved on from comics. That one happens too, and certainly, I would say, for any of them who did that, you know, for the better. They found something they enjoyed more than making webcomics. but many of them are still really excellent at it. And some are not. But I'm not going to talk about them. It's kind of, well, I don't know. It's tough because like people are making money from webcomics, but not really the artists, right?
The artist?
The webcomic artists.
But the webcomic makes money, you think?
For a platform.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are. The most popular webcomics are probably raking it in. But a very small number of them. It seems like there's a lot of tiers of monetization on Webtoon. Am I right about that? I don't actually know how the model works. But I imagine it's like Twitch where there's like a few different tiers of monetization. And, you might start out getting nothing, and then you start to get like $10 a month or something, and then you start to get like $100 a month. Like there's so many tiers where it's not enough to make a living. Like there's so many tiers where it's like not even nearly enough to make a living, and yet I don't know, you're climbing those. With the hope of being like one of the upper echelon of like monetized streamers or webcomic artists. I think that's just the model for everybody at this point, isn't it? What do you think, guys? Is that the model now? Is that the model across the board, that every platform gives you an opportunity to monetize things within their parameters, and then they adjust those parameters to pay as little as they possibly can to the people who create content for them? They do their damnedest to value it as little as they possibly can, while still driving traffic to their website with this content. That's like all of it. Is there anywhere people are doing it for themselves right now?
What do you mean?
Well, is there anywhere that people are like hustling, but like on their own terms?
Patreon.
Patreon, yeah, Patreon's not bad because you can decide what you want to do with the money.
Fucked.
And the patrons seem to be very easygoing about it. They just want you to be making stuff. I don't know, maybe patrons have gotten more demanding because there's like so many Patreons that like people have to compete to like, be providing enough, right? But it seems like in general patrons are very generous and will just be like, as long as you're creating something, I'm giving to you as one of your patrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably affords people the most freedom. But it's also like, if there's a single website that is being used for that model, way more than any other website, then that company is free at any time to start treating their publishers like shit. Their creators, they can just be like, well, what are you gonna leave Patreon? This is how it is now. Like, they would be the only, if they made that decision, everybody would be stuck with it. So probably not very safe. It's precarious. If like probably the best option. You missed a year, 20 year. Oh yeah, Sluggy Freelance, right? Still like completely linear story, right? You missed 1 year 20 years ago, and you haven't been able to ever catch up. That's so funny. Yeah, but I'm sure there are people who are just like, who have just like never, they've never not read Sluggy Freelance. And Sluggy Freelance is like, at last I checked, it was still dutifully posted on time. At least like 4 times a week, maybe more. And people who have a perfect memory of Sluggy Freelance because they've been reading it and talking about it since I want to say 1999. They're going on there, and the new Sluggy Freelance is adding to like the already like world of understanding that they have for that comic. They know everything about it. They know everything Bun Bun has done. That's all I know.
They're still making VG cats?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if the creator is still doing it or not. I don't know.
What else do you remember from 1999?
Like in terms of webcomics? I remember that while Dilbert was not a webcomic, it was one of the more internet savvy, like the creator was one of the more internet savvy creators. And Scott Adams would interact with his fans online. And he had an email address in the bottom of his like comic strip so that you could contact him. And his AOL profile said occupation Dilbert cartoonist. I thought that shit was so cool. That because nobody else acknowledged the internet at all. Maybe Foxtrot once in a while threw you an internet joke. That's so funny now because Scott Adams has become such a pariah. But let me think. 1999. Mega Tokyo? No. Yeah, that was a little later. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was then. I never really. I didn't pay that one too much mind. The last VG Cat strip was posted. Okay, I'm gonna let Joe guess. When do you think the last VG Cat strip was posted?
I just saw it.
You just saw it?
I just looked at the chat at the exact same second as you.
Oh man.
2021.
That sounds like about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like way more recent than you'd think, but still a long time ago now.
Yeah, that's pretty recent.
He still puts out 3 strips a year. That sounds like a nice leisurely pace, honestly. I respect that. I put out a big story every couple of years, and run myself ragged doing that. Well, I haven't done it in a long time. 3 strips a year. God, these battles rule. They rule to watch. I hate having them. Looks awesome. Alright, you gonna make it to Horsehead? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, motherfucker. I gotta use the shield on this guy. Oh yeah. Waste him. Got this guy. I think I'm just gonna get up for a minute. Be back soon. I never get up, you know?
Yeah.
I should get up. See you in a minute.
Okay.
This isn't a bit. What do you think?
Yeah, the video game web comics are all just like they're writing everything around this. Like that woman said hello. That means they had sex. They had sex. That's the joke. Goes into their house. Video game web comics. Yeah, I can't even think of the one that would do that. It's not a comic, it's a Newgrounds cartoon. Also, it's like not even a cartoon, it's just porn now. It's just the porn, it's just the comic to cartoon to porn pipeline. Sorry, I know nothing. You just know that Link and this woman, you know. It's so fucking dry. I also want to leave. I'm just wasting time going in there. No, there's no way I'll actually play that much of this game, though. Okay, now I can talk with her father. You know, there's no joke here. You just talk to her father. Each to his own. No joke there. It's not like he has sex with the old man.
How we doing?
I'm just thinking out loud the most horrible things. Like just talking about that joke again. That's like, you were saying it's a VG Cats comic, but I'm just thinking it's a Newgrounds cartoon, but then it's like porn. It's just not even a cartoon. It's just Link has sex with that woman, and it's just porn.
Wait, which old woman though?
Oh, just the woman, you know, not the old woman. I mean,
he has sex with the woman in the red dress. Who's like, come into, you look so weak, come into my house. and it's just like, yeah, it's just like advertised in a corner of Newgrounds, like some like cartoon you can watch that is just like, I don't know how fucking long those, like, look, I've never actually seen any of these cartoons that like these ads promise. So as far as I know, they could be 3 seconds long or 35 minutes. Which do you think is more likely?
They're definitely like a minute long.
A minute long, okay. Long enough to sustain the attention of the people who clicked on those ads while they were on Newgrounds. They're just like, it's just like a picture of like the woman from like the town. And it's like obviously her for some reason. I don't know how they draw her to look distinct. She's like made of like pixels, but like she's wearing the red dress and she's just like bent over, like speaking to Link off screen, and is just like, come inside, you look so weak, come inside. And that's like the ad.
Yeah, it's like this, except sexual. Oh, but I just realized something. Like, it goes from there, it goes to a more sanitized version of itself. So it could be on YouTube. So it's the webcomic to Newgrounds cartoon to porn to YouTube thumbnail pipeline.
Oh boy. Oh, what a jolly time we're having. Never known light.
Do you want to play it? I need to get some water.
Do you remember that like Newgrounds video that's like, this is my house, this is my house?
Can you play that?
Oh yeah, let me see if I can play it. Right, we can test out the okay.
This is my house. This is my house.
Yeah, let me see if I can, let's see if I can change the share real quick. I think it's YouTube. And let's just see. I don't know if they're going to stop hearing the game. But
I'd still hear the game.
you hear it, but I don't know if the people on the stream can hear it. All right, this is my house, Zelda.
Can we like pause this to make the music stop?
Oh my god.
No.
This is my house in, oh my god. Okay, it's so like, okay, so this is the title. First of all, this has only had 10,000 views ever. Posted 14 years ago. So obviously not as old as this video is, but it's posted 14 years ago. This is my house, in parentheses, lol. All right, let's see if I can pop this out. An ad for Max.
This is my house. All right, well.
All right, can you tell me if it's working?
I'm seeing an ad.
Yeah, it's unfortunately showing an ad. Here we go. Here we go.
I hear it. Oh yeah, I could see it too.
This is my house. Please get out of my house. It's not your house. I've got a big beard. Out of my house. Out. Ah, don't stab me.
That, we maxed out to that shit. Back in, what year do you think that was made?
2001.
Yeah. That's the kind of shit that passed for humor back then, guys. Oh, something's playing on YouTube still. No, a relaxing video started playing. Fuck you. I hate when a lo-fi relaxing tunes video plays. How dare you?
Yeah, play something not relaxing.
Yeah, right, something stressful. Oh, great. Let's play, okay, we're gonna have to turn this game off if we're going to talk about the music.
Yeah.
Okay, can you turn the game off, please, and I'll switch back over.
Yeah. So just like turn the game off.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so Joe and I are on a hunt for something right now. And it is so like we've been talking a lot about Chibi and Chibi being told to shut up and how like at the moment should we play the video of Chibi with this song or should we just play the song?
Just play the song.
Okay. One moment, please. We'll go back to this. And like this is the sound of Chibi dissociating on that stage, on that couch.
Yeah,
Let's not forget
he's
it.
melting. His brain is melting to this song. This song plays so often in that speed run. It's like every 5 seconds.
Oh my god. Right? He's sitting there and this is playing in his head. And Joe and I are trying to nail down a genre here. There's clearly something here that is like music that you have a particularly humiliating dissociative moment around where you're just like you've just been so annoying and someone has told you to shut up and then you immediately begin to disappear into yourself as a song of this genre plays.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Yeah, just
But it feels like
just like it's the slowest disappear back into the bushes that you can do.
yeah.
Except that you can't hide.
No, I mean, he could have gotten up and left.
He didn't. He fucking sat there after this happened to him.
Yeah, and he kept doing things like getting up and doing jumping jacks to annoy him even more.
Like
I wonder who
could-
the genius was who donated for those jumping jacks.
Oh my god.
They,
oh my god.
They dropped a bomb. That
Oh
was
my
a
God.
bomb.
You're right. You're right. They gave us they helped us get the entertainment that we got out of that. Like they've delighted children for years now.
Why is this so perfect though, this music? It's like we couldn't find anything that was we found a few
Yeah.
things that were comparable.
Yeah, but
did you want
not-
to play some things that you think might be in this genre?
Yeah, can let me think.
There was a conversation. Were there any good ones in there?
Oh, in the chat? No, curb is not what we're talking about. Because what we're talking about needs to be a little bit more unintentionally this. Like if it's just like, you know, oh, this is the part where something embarrassing happens. That's not quite it, you know?
Yeah,
All right.
like how about this one?
Oh, here, hold on, let me pause, Tommy. Go ahead.
Oh, like you
Oh.
have it in your
Oh, I have it, sorry.
yeah.
One moment, please. Let me know if this plays okay. We might not get video for this, but.
Like if this song played instead of that, it kind of works the same, doesn't it?
It works in the sense that it's like a wah, wah kind of song.
Yeah, it's dull sounding.
It's dull sounding, but it doesn't feel like he's getting lost in it. You know? It doesn't feel like he's like getting lost in like the weeds of confusion and despair. What about this
Oh
one?
yeah. Oh my god. awful game. Terrible music. I pity whoever speedruns this,
Holy shit.
because they have to listen to that.
I don't think anybody speedruns this. Absolute hell.
Sounds like an ice cream truck.
Anyway, so very, very hard to pinpoint this one, but if anybody has any ideas for songs that are kind of kind of take you to that moment of absolute panic despair over the way things are going, you know, that you start to like just disappear inward and hear it play. Your most dissociative songs. Which should we play now? What time is it? I'd say just how much stamina I have tonight. Do you have anything kind of low pressure we could do?
Low pressure.
Yeah, just like I can just like play without really trying. Like Tetris Attack, for instance.
Okay, yeah.
Tetris Attack. That's like level 2, and you're like, you start playing that level and you're like, fuck this, I am not trying to get through this. Nintendo. Got a controller over there?
Yeah, I feel like there are other things in that gives off that sort of feeling. Like, would you say that's like bad music, or is it just like unintentionally sour sounding?
Yeah. There has to be something unintentional about it. You know, no song is designed to make you mad the way this song is. You know, because that's a hard thing to do. Well, I'm sure people are very good at doing it. That's how they control the masses.
Does it still say Tomby 2?
On the screen? Yes, it does. Oh shit. I'm sorry, everyone. Wow. Still said Tommy too. God. Oh my god, fuck. It's so horrible. Yeah, like that song is definitely not intentionally
I was thinking about what about this song?
Oh, this song? It's a little too clever, you know? It's a clever little number.
It doesn't make you feel that bad about having
lost.
no about having forgotten to switch the inputs.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you forgot.
You forgot. Yeah, it's menacing in its own way.
Yeah, I mean, what Chibi did was not just obnoxious. It was evil, right? Just like taking that moment away from the runner.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're supposed to be there to listen to the runner, right?
Or assist if you know anything about the game.
And he didn't do either.
Yeah.
Did he know anything about the game?
No.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
No, he was like reacting to everything he told him about the game. He was like, you get fast pads. He's like, wow, I'm excited already. Like, he didn't know this game.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, if you're excited, then why don't you just sit there and watch and learn? Excited already. I'm bored. Let's talk about me.
Yeah, he did something that earned him that music, didn't he?
Oh. Yes. Look, I know that doesn't come up often enough in our conversations about Chibi. Definitely worth noting that he earned that moment. Being told to shut the fuck up. In a really polite way. You know, you look back on it, you're like, man, that is the nicest way anybody could have told you to fuck off. But like, surely everybody was thinking that this guy was annoying, right? Like, everyone watching the stream is like, what the fuck is this guy in the green hoodie doing? So much that it becomes a joke. The green hoodie is just like so fucking obnoxious that we have to encourage him. Someone else's birthday. Oh God. Sends shivers down my spine. Not in a good way.
Yeah, we've defined him as that guy. He's that guy. It's like when you hear about that guy, they're talking about that guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah, like the guy that annoys everyone. That guy.
Hi. Ah.
That guy. Sorry, but when you go to Thingipedia and click on the page for Get Your Guy, it redirects to Chibi because he's that guy.
He's that guy. Yeah, he's like the platonic ideal of that guy.
But oh my gosh, you've talked about how you could tell he's already been excluded from lots of other people before, and
Yeah.
he you know had really thought that he'd struck gold with this community.
Yeah, he was impressing people. I don't know if it got him a girlfriend or, you know, I don't know if it found him fulfillment beyond being annoying on the internet and like playing video games on, you know, in his little corner where anybody would care about his time.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looked like what he was doing was kind of boring. Like playing an RPG, like speedrunning an RPG is
That
like,
is boring.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Well, you know, that's what he cheated at. He cheated
Oh,
at
right, at Mario.
Paper Mario.
Right, it's an RPG. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing speedrunning that?
Yeah, it's like, I love that game so much, but there's no way I'm watching speedruns of that.
Like,
That's
you're
just too
just
boring.
You're just gonna watch somebody fast forward through UI?
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
That sounds awful. Why would anyone watch him play that fairly, let alone cheat at that shit?
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of Like I wouldn't care about it even if he wasn't cheating.
Yeah. Yeah. He may as well cheat, because who fucking cares about Paper
I guess
Mario?
that's what he thought. But
Yeah,
somebody
right.
cared.
Right. Yeah, somebody cared a lot. I am accusing you of cheating, sir. They made a formal accusation in his channel. That was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
There's a guy who makes all these videos about Billy Mitchell and what he's been up to.
Uh-huh.
He's also like this guy who makes videos about him is also suing him. And like talks about that in the videos, and like he's like identified a lot of Billy's like scams and like crimes, and like he's like now he's being sued by Twin Galaxies according
wow.
to this guy.
Because he's fooled them and made them look stupid for years.
I think something about he like sold something and like inflated the worth of the value by lying, specifically lying about his own Donkey Kong scores for years.
Right.
So like I think like they sold Twin Galaxies or something, and through the sale of Twin Galaxies, if he made money through that, then he'd be like accused of fraud, according to this guy.
Oh.
And there's like a video of him lying about that. So I don't know, like it's kind of clickbaity, but it's like Billy could go to jail over this. Like,
That would be the ultimate justice, right? Cheater
well,
Billy Mitchell.
He's kind of a scumbag. He's kind of like the mafia of video games. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like he intimidates little guys and like cheats them out of things when they have more talent than him. And he has like a weird hot sauce company, and
Right.
he's like a weird right-winger guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like the king of cheaters. We talk about how Chibi is small potatoes. This guy is like, he's like a world-class cheater.
Uh-huh.
He's like Donald Trump. He's like almost like Trump, not Trump levels, but like very Trump-esque in some ways, don't you think?
Right. Like
He's
like a small business
similarly sued for this kind of fraud.
Billy Mitchell strikes me as somebody who has, like, at this point sued everyone who's ever been his friend.
Yeah. He sued Regular Show for making fun of him.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you do?
Yeah, I don't think he won.
Regular Show is over, and Billy Mitchell's still going to jail. That is. They should get him on Hot Ones,
Oh my God.
but like, he's not allowed to like sell his own sauce. He's got to eat the hot sauce.
No,
And,
his sauce definitely doesn't have any spice in it. He's a fucking cheater.
Yeah, he's a fucking cheater. He doesn't have any real spice, no real flavor in his hot sauce. Fucking fake. But he sits there eating real sauce until he's sweating bullets. And then the interviewer just smilingly makes him confess everything about his cheating. Things that people didn't even know about. Just blow the lid off of this shit. I liked the Bob Odenkirk Hot Ones where he's like He's like, so you guys do this spicy thing because you think you're gonna get like a more like candid, off guard version of the person you're interviewing, and you know the host just kind of like shrugs like, yeah, so maybe something like that, and Bob Odenkirk is just like, I'll just be open with you. Like, do I really have to fucking eat this sauce to promote my new thing? I'll just tell you what you want to know.
Well, I feel like it's a pun, right? It's like they want a spicy interview or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a hot one. It is kind of like, if a celebrity is not like a fan of hot ones and they just do it because they need to like be on a promotional tour and this is like a very, very popular show, then they're really debasing themselves to promote their shit. Don't you think?
I think the reason that they want celebrities to eat hot wings is because they can't beat them up. Like, giving them hot wings is like extremely painful to them.
Yes.
And it kind of brings celebrities down to human levels to see like Justin Timberlake, you know, he's suffering.
Experiencing
Look.
pain.
Yeah, he is experiencing pain.
It's what we want. It's what we want. If you're going to be a celebrity in 2023, you have to prove to people that when you're cut, you still bleed.
It might endear us to them a little bit more, or maybe we're just sadistically watching them suffer. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
and they hate it. They hate it, and it's no benefit to them at all. It's completely thankless, but they don't know that yet. They're all being tricked into thinking Hot Ones is going to be good for promoting their thing. But they don't know how their streaming thing performs anyway.
People are just like looking up the fucking hot sauce after those are over.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how successful like the hot sauce business aspect of it is. I've never tried any of the
Ask
sauce.
Billy Mitchell. He serves hot.
Right.
He sells hot sauce.
He sells hot sauce. You know what? Probably no end to the people buying hot sauce. You know, if you like hot sauce, you always have hot sauce in your house.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be a hot sauce person.
Mm-hmm.
I cooled it with the hot sauce.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love hot sauce, and I love to turn my peppers from my garden into hot sauce, and you know, I go through that takes like a year to go through, so I don't need to buy somebody else's hot sauce, which like, you know, much to Mike's dismay, this is my belief that if I make my own hot sauce, I don't need to ever buy another hot sauce.
Okay.
I'm sure Mike would love if I didn't believe that. He certainly doesn't feel that way about it like I do. And I don't even know why I'm making myself, obliging myself to eat my own hot sauce. I should just buy that shitty hot sauce that Hot Ones sells on their show and eat that instead of my own hot sauce that I grew in my garden. I should just do it because who am I to be so arrogant as to think that shit isn't delicious?
What's the issue? Does Mike not like your hot sauce?
No, well, I mean, it's just purely hot. It's just purely hot. There's no sugar or anything in it. It's there's not really any sodium. It's just like vinegar and Tabascos that I grew in the garden.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. It's pretty potent. Sometimes you don't want it that hot, you know?
Yeah.
I have gotten a perfect jalapeno. Like, I love the jalapenos I grow. It's like the heat. I grew jalapenos for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago, and they grew beautiful. and I was so proud of them. And I harvested them, and like before even really tasting them, I cooked them into like jalapeno poppers. And Mike and I were trying to eat those things, and our eyes were just burning. They were so disgustingly spicy. Inedibly hot jalapenos, unfortunately. You know, you don't want to take a whole bite of a jalapeno popper if it's like hot as balls.
Yeah.
But I've got it perfect now. Just a little kick. Just stings my fingers just a tiny bit. Yeah, I haven't eaten them since. I haven't eaten poppers since. I'm too scared of that again.
Do you ever make pepper jelly?
No, I've never done that before. Is it spicy or does it just taste like peppers?
Yeah, it's spicy.
It's spicy. What do you put that on? Crackers?
I don't know.
What do you put pepper jelly on?
Bread? I don't know.
Spread it on bread. Like a little spicy bit of bread? Like sweet and spicy? Is that it?
It's just like jelly, like jam or jelly. I don't know if it's jam or jelly.
Yeah, I don't know if I always want to have spicy on my bread. Maybe sometimes, yeah. I can imagine on a cracker, like sort of a savory snack.
Yeah, like having something salty with it.
Mm-hmm. Man, we're just getting into food. Food Twitch. Who likes that? Nobody likes that, right?
I love food.
Well, no, I'm not saying who likes food.
Sorry, I'm like half paying attention. Oh, food Twitch? No, I mean I've never watched anything like that.
My lord.
You don't. No, you just like, yeah, like you just get food related things randomly from people like us, from cartoonists like the guy who made Arthur says. Every morning I have a bowl of cereal.
What?
Or no, he talks about how he has oatmeal with bananas every morning.
Wait, this is true? The cartoonist who created Arthur does that on Twitch?
No. Like in one of the episodes of Arthur, there's like the things in between episodes that's like some of them have kids in them, and others are just like the cartoonist, and like
really?
he like appears in some of them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't really watch Arthur.
I watched it when I was in my 20s. I think it's really good.
Ah. Should we call it a night after this round?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Arthur is like South Park for kids. It
Yeah.
like, you know, it's not afraid of like making an episode about this thing, you know,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Right, any subject matter goes.
Kind of, yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I know people love Arthur. It's got a cult following. Right?
I was addicted to it for a while.
In your 20s, you were addicted to Arthur?
Yeah.
Wow. What was I addicted to in my 20s? I mean, other than... Can you be addicted to weed? Of course you can. Of course you can be addicted to weed. Can you be addicted to weed? I suppose I would call it a dependency on coffee and weed
Yeah.
for a while. They do make things go more smoothly.
Yeah, you're always telling me how you have a second coffee in the afternoon.
Yeah. I just, I could get that energy by sleeping, and I do. I do as much as humanly possible, but if I don't have the energy, then I do need to still have it. There's no option. Gotta get some shit done. It's just how it is in this part of my life right now. And, all the other shit people say about the drug that they need.
Yeah.
I don't think coffee and weed are gonna kill me.
No, I don't think you drink an ungodly amount or anything.
Two cups a day. And other things that people tell themselves.
Yeah,
when
are we
they can't
talking
stop using
cups like cups? Or cups like
Oh, like a measured cup? A mug full of coffee. First cup in the morning, and then I switch to decaf after one cup. I drink it all day. That's just a habit. But yeah, I drink like 2 caffeinated mugs of coffee per day. Weird, wild stuff. Shit. What a matchup. What a matchup.
All right.
Okay.
Thingus Heroes.
All right, let's think. Thingus Heroes.
The guys who made the video game webcomics that we made fun of.
Yeah, no. I have nothing but love. I have nothing but love for these people.
The
really.
people in the system, the people who are making video game comics or porn or YouTube videos, which are basically the same.
I love them all. I love them all.
They're the heroes.
They're the heroes. They're just the ones who they're out there plugging away at that stuff. They're like, what's funny about video games? Takes out my tablet and draws it painstakingly for 70 hours to make one comic strip. Posts it every 2 months, but it's like a big event when the new one comes out. Like, that's what a lot of those comics eventually became.
Yeah.
They got too popular, and then the author burnt out, and
The cats themselves are the heroes.
the cats themselves. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No, I just like that they did it, There was a period where briefly it seemed like, just make something that you're passionate about and put it on a well-designed website and people will come. And you don't need to go through anybody else for that. You can achieve some notoriety and enough money to make a living doing that. It's like the dream of living in a fucking van, Doing it all yourself. And, now it's corny, but, yeah, there was a time where it was like, well, you can't get syndicated? Well, fuck these guys. Who cares if it's been your dream your whole life? Get out there and make it yourself. Sell it out of the back of your car. Just make it happen now. Don't wait. And a lot of people got their start that way. People whose work might have been ignored forever if they hadn't done that. So I still think all that corny ass webcomic shit is good. Ultimately, it did more good than bad in this world. It gave a lot of people free entertainment.
Yeah.
And something to talk about with their friends, and something to look forward to every day that was just simple. And that's nice. So, Hero, all those fucking freaks out there making webcomics in the
Who
early
ruined
2000s.
every video game for us.
Yeah, no, But just Family Guide every moment of every video game for us. Yeah, no, them. Our Thingus Heroes of the Week. Fuck. Wow, we ran into that one way too fast.
Yeah. Don't actually go back and read any of those old comics, right?
Absolutely not. Don't you dare. Okay. All right. So Thingus villain has to be a little complicated too then, I think. Because that's definitely not without texture, that Thingus hero. So Thingus villain of the week. We can't say Billy Mitchell again. We can't say Chibi again. I mean, the villains are the gatekeepers, the ones that the webcomics were raging against.
Yeah.
You know, the middlemen, Mr. Moneybags, collecting his cut. The syndicate. They didn't want to publish real cutting-edge stuff like I'm making. That's right. I'm drawing Sinfest. I dare you to syndicate me. Just try. Did you notice I draw curse words and boobies and bras? Did you notice that I draw just enough to be a little too edgy for you? So that I can literally put a counter up on my website that says how many times the syndicates have rejected me. That was a cool guy. Man, oh man. That was a cool guy. The Sinfest guy. Railing against the machine. Just like a fist in the air, that guy. He was just like the cover of Rage Against the Machine. The webcomic. And Calvin and Hobbes for some reason. And people are surprised that this guy is like the guy that he is now.
Yeah.
This shit always happens, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, Scott Adams.
The guys who went it alone. The guys who we're talking about tonight. At some point, their broken philosophy rose to the surface.
Yeah.
It hit a dead end. Yee. Yee.
So is Scott Adams our villain?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He sucks.
Yeah.
He just sucks. He whatever though. His comic was, I don't know. His comic is nothing. His comic is nothing. He drew a comic about his experiences working at an office, and his years working on a comic like almost immediately overtook the years that he had actually spent working in an office.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's the comic.
Yeah, you're not like actually living that life that you were getting inspired to make the comic anymore.
No.
Now you're like imagining what it must be like to work in an office.
Yes.
For decades.
Yes. So your day job, drawing Dilbert, is like this thing that like you cannot conjure a single idea about your current life unless you just start complaining about things like through Dilbert, which he does. But like, you know, he makes it like a political cartoon when he does that. And like the rest of the time, he just like, he decided at some point that he's good and he's got enough of a way with words and he can command an audience enough that he should do punditry, right? That's like pretty much it.
You mean like, yeah, like on Twitter, he's like some expert.
Yeah. Well, for years before Twitter, he was writing books about how he was an expert. and that everyone should listen to him. And it was his whole spiel was that. That he was a master of persuasion and all these things. He's been blowing this horn for a long time.
Yeah.
This sad trombone. Yeah, he's just like, somebody says like, that's wrong. And he like tears off his shirt and takes a picture of himself and says, yeah, what do you think about this?
God.
I wonder how old I'm going to be when I start to do that. I feel like I'm not that far.
Yeah. You think that you're in the pipeline?
Yeah, I'm working on some abs for you guys. One day, I'm just going to show them to you and be like, does anyone have a fucking problem anymore? No? Good. Now that all of you are gone, here's what I'm going to talk about from now on. To all the people who decided to stay after that. I'm going to talk about this thing that I've been wanting to talk about for years, but instead I've restrained myself. I've censored myself. Not anymore. I just climb right up on the cross and just nail my arms to it. You'll never see me again. I'll never come back down from that cross. Once I climb onto that cross, I am never coming down. They don't often come down.
Just imagining someone like, especially someone as skinny as him, or no, isn't he like, he's like ripped now? That's his thing.
He's got like more muscles than an average man of his age.
That's weird. I have like a mental image of him being really thin. But anyway, either way, just someone nailing themselves to a cross, like.
Yeah. Well, it would be it would be made of iron. It would be like like a piece of gym equipment that he nails himself to.
Can you even do that? Like, how would you get yourself on?
You would use like screws to like screw your arm into like a piece of iron. You would use like a weight clip that like goes in to hold the weights together. I could see this. Well, look. Maybe you don't need to be so specific about your fitness. Like this is, I mean, he wouldn't be the first guy to just like works out once and then decides that like he has like moral superiority to everybody else who doesn't work out.
Why is that like, well, like the first thing you said that like everyone should listen to me. Like, why does that sound as insane as like one of his characters?
Well, I think for years I kind of took it as like him being self-aware and like joking about that, like not actually having all these like, profound things to say that are worth sharing, but just like making a joke like I am an expert of this and you should listen to me, and like kind of understood what a scam artist he was being by saying things like that. But like I think he might have started to believe it at some point. I mean, he obviously did.
I feel like any content creator who uses social media too much is in danger of diluting their content until it's just political tweets, because like you decide that, well, this gets the same amount or more attention than my comic Dilbert, so I better make this instead.
Oh my God.
It's like diluted because like, people would obviously rather follow you for your comics.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. You can keep Dilbert going for a long time without ever saying anything else about anything, as most syndicated cartoonists have done. Oh no, don't look at what Sinfest has become.
Cringe fest.
Oh man. It's a lot of checkmate libs type stuff. It's
Yeah, it's like someone having an argument with themselves.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's it's a little bit shocking to see that that's what it became.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, what was Sinfest ever really destined for other than being a surprisingly popular comic that is drawn in the format of a syndicated comic strip?
I don't know. I guess it was destined for this.
Well, it was either like, cease to exist or become something that people have like some actual reason to like stick around and look at. Like Sinfest is a car crash to watch at this point. There must be Sinfest guys who like agree with his politics, right? Enough where they're not like baffled by what he's talking about. Every time there's a new comic, they're like, "Oh man, this guy's like so good. I think I get this one. I'm not sure if I get this one," because they're like not all coherent enough for his fans to understand. But a lot of the time, enough of the time, his fans are like, yeah, it's true. People are like that, and like this is a good way to own them. Like they actually think what he's saying is righteous.
Yeah, like so are these the people who've been reading it since 1999, or are these just like social media fuckers?
They're new. They came because of the politics. Then you've got people who have been reading it since 1999 who don't know what the hell it's about now, but it's just in their bookmarks and they're not going to stop reading it. What percentage do you think is that?
Oh, like I don't know, like maybe like well, actually, I don't know. It could be a lot because
Your pie chart is fans of the politics, people who watch it like a car wreck, and people who've just been reading it since 1999. That's the pie. What do we think, guys?
I'm gonna guess a third is people who've been reading it since 1999.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. And then I think there's probably way more car wreck people than people who genuinely think the politics are good.
Yeah.
Right? Because like he's not even preaching to the choir. Like he's preaching to nobody. He's just talking to himself.
I guess. Yeah, like nobody takes those comics and shares them, right? Unless they're talking about how much of a car wreck it is.
Yes, exactly. No one is like, man, Sinfest is saying so succinctly what I'm thinking right now. Right? Like I've never seen that.
Nobody's using it like in forums. Like nobody's using it on Twitter, right?
No, it's not actually like a meme weapon you can use.
No.
A meme bludgeon. It's just some weird comic he makes.
Yeah, it's a weird comic that people who remember it are just like shocked. Like, why is it so shitty? Like,
yeah, they come back, 15 years later. Oh yeah, Sinfest still going? Oh. Uh-oh. And like it just slowly gets worse for them the more they remember about it.
Yeah.
Or the more they look at what it's become.
Yeah.
And they're like, what happened to that guy Slick? What happened to Slick? And Monique, where'd they go? Did they ever fuck? Probably not, right? They're not in it anymore. And now the characters are all like people that you made up specifically for like whatever political point you're trying to illustrate right now. Whatever incoherent fucking point you're trying to make. Yeah, it's unfortunate that comic's still around. Well, we can't leave it on that note. Wait, is the author of Sinfest, I think his name is Tatsuya Ishida, Is he the villain tonight?
I mean, I suppose he's become a villain over time, just like Scott Adams. They get tempted by, social media conversations and bullshit, and like shit gets into their heads and starts getting into their work, or like, maybe it just gets into their like Twitter, but like, yeah, like with Sinfest, it's like all over the comics. It's like, has like people are being brainwashed, blah blah blah, or some shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, yeah, I think Tatsuya is the more beaten down of the two. Scott Adams is probably still making a lot of money. I don't know what kind of money Sinfest is generating. It can't be Dilbert levels, right? And it doesn't seem like it. No, not even close. Yeah, Scott Adams has far more reach than Sinfest does. But yeah, Scott Adams doesn't really make his comics absolutely wackadoodle, right? Like they probably feature his politics too, but his comics for the most part don't go to the realm that he goes in his like online presence, right?
I don't think, no. I think Dilbert is still kind of like safe for newspapers, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, right. If Dilbert was no longer safe for newspapers, if like Dilbert like quit syndication and went rogue, then you could compare Sinfest and Dilbert. Dilbert's still in the paper.
Well, so he's like uncensored on Twitter, so that's why he uses Twitter as an outlet. But he, should just do that in his comics, which he can't.
He can't. Well, he should just end his comics. End his comics if you want to do something else. Coward. He's just still trying to make a living out of his opinions rather than his comics. Like, sorry, man. Most people are only enormously successful at one thing, if they could ever hope to be lucky enough for that to happen. Like, yeah, you usually don't just get enormously successful at two different things in your lifetime.
Yeah, and like he's not a fucking political pundit. He's famous because he makes a comic, and people know him because of the comic and find it absurd that he's pretending to be like this political person.
Yes, yeah, the Dilbert guy.
Yeah,
the Dilbert guy.
That's how they know him. They don't know him as, they don't think what he's saying is like he's just like a nut, like another nut. Like there's a million of him.
Yeah. There's a million of him, but he draws Dilbert.
Yeah, but he's just Dilbert.
Man. Well, yeah, I mean that's got to be how like it feels to like look at J.K. Rowling, right? And say like God, these dumb fucks are everywhere. Why like man, did J.K. Rowling just have to be one of these dumb fucks? Like that makes me question how she created something that I enjoyed. It's just like but look, nobody enjoyed Dilbert is the thing. No one ever liked Dilbert, even for a second.
There's no like people whose personality is made up of Dilbert the way it is of Harry Potter.
Absolutely, you're right. Like Dilbert is not beloved by anybody.
No, people probably just like his posts because they think they can get like a microgram of clout out of the Dilbert guy for getting on a news article post because it was just so crazy what he says.
But like he retweets them because they agree with him.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Scott Adams does that? He retweets people who are agreeing with him?
Maybe. I mean, he's like a Trump person, isn't he?
I mean, I don't know. Do Trump people all do that?
I
everyone
assume
does
they're
that.
all like that. That they like they like abuse whoever doesn't agree with them, but like rewards whoever agrees with them.
Right. Rewards even the biggest nobody with a retweet, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah. There's just a little feeding frenzy.
Yeah, people probably just like begging him for attention in the replies to his posts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. How often do you think he retweets somebody who's actually making fun of him?
Oh, I don't know. Oh man, I haven't looked at that in a long time. Is he still on Twitter? Did he get banned?
Scott Adams? I don't know.
I remember he was saying that the government was after him. That was the last I heard of him.
Yeah, they got him.
They got him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
That was
dead
the
now.
last we heard of him.
That was the last we heard of him before he disappeared. Come to think of it, he did say the government was after him, which, you know, it is awfully suspicious that he's disappeared since then. I mean, there's no way he could have been onto something. I'll eat my hat before that happens.
You're gonna have a lot of hats to eat. You've been saying that a lot.
I know, I've been threatening to eat hats. I promised to eat 2 hats for the thief and the cobbler if they ever finish it and it's good.
They're never gonna finish it.
No. No.
No,
never gonna
I
finish
mean, like you compared it to the pyramids. It's like also just like, you know, the stuff in Egypt. It's ruined. It's never gonna be renovated.
Yeah.
It's ruined. So like we can enjoy it in its ruined form.
Oh my God, you're right. It's ruins. It's a pyramid that was never finished.
Well, I mean the is it not finished? It is like kind of like, oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about
pyramids
the
are
pyramid.
finished. Pyramids are finished, but like, you know, a pyramid gets destroyed or just like, you know, falls apart, and then they're just gonna keep it the way that it is because, like, it's incredible that much of it exists. You wouldn't want to. I mean, people do sometimes like build out the pyramids a little bit, right?
I don't know.
I have no idea, actually. I have no idea. Do they build out the pyramids? Sometimes they remove the pyramids and put them indoors, and they definitely build that shit out, right?
What? Pyramids indoors?
Yeah, have you never gone to like, where did I see that? In the British Museum in London. They've just got, as far as I remember, I haven't been in a long time, but I'm pretty sure they've got a basement full of pyramids that you can walk through. And can somebody tell me if I'm telling the truth or not? You can walk
Is this
through.
a dream?
You can walk through these structures indoors,
Yeah.
and they've been rebuilt, and you can see where the real pieces are because it's colored differently. It's like, yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know how they fucking got all that stuff. Seems pretty shady to take an entire pyramid home to London.
Well, yeah, like there was an exhibit in New York that's just like a giant temple. It's like a piece of a temple.
Yeah.
It might have been the same pyramid actually. It was Egyptian.
I mean, oh, it was an Egyptian temple.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just here.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah,
well, if we-
I always feel that when I see a sarcophagus with like a mummy, he's here now. It's
Yeah.
like he was buried to be there forever, and they took him out and put him here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know that it's like, you know, I don't know that like anybody cares if that guy lasts forever. It's more just like that's the history of Egypt. It's not the history of the countries that it ended up in. Right? So like it does seem, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not going to get into the colonial practices of museums right now at the end of the night. I'm going to guess why something is bad at the end of the night. Let's do it.
Okay.
We're guessing why it's bad. We're guessing why it's bad. We're guessing why it's bad at the end of the night.
Guessing why it's
It's
bad.
bad. We're guessing why it's bad. We're guessing why it's bad at
What's bad
What's
tonight?
bad?
What's bad tonight?
What's bad tonight, guys? What should we guess why it's bad?
Yeah, what do we not have time for?
Here's a reminder that this portion of the show is listener supported, and we can't do this part without you. We need you to help us guess about something and why it might be bad.
Well, what seems bad to us?
All right, let me see. A new thing that seems bad?
I don't know.
New thing that seems bad. Let me see. Let me just see. You have to think about it. Like a thing that's coming out right now. Oh, man. I gotta think about this. Crap. Should we talk about a video game? Because we can talk about like video games that have come out recently.
Yeah. Like what?
All right, so there's this game Starfield that I feel like everybody is pretending they like because of like a sunken cost fallacy. So all right, here's what I understand about Starfield. It was made by Bethesda, so that means that it's like everyone's got to check it out because it's a big studio.
Yeah.
And people call it a Bethesda game. I don't know what that means. Maybe you could guess what a Bethesda game means.
It's like Skyrim.
Oh, is that what they're all like?
Did they make that?
I don't know. Help out. I don't need help because we're guessing, right? So the game is called Starfield, and it's like, I remember there was all this shit with like there was like a ban on reviewing it until the day it came out. There was a review embargo, and then like a lot of reviews came out and were bad right away. And then it got a lot of hype and a lot of praise too. And then a lot of people saying like, I've spent like 60 hours on Starfield and I'm still not sure how I feel about it. You did what? For 60 hours? So what I'm gonna guess is that Starfield looks like shit, except when it's still. Like when it's still, you see a beautiful piece of scenery, right? But when characters are talking to each other, do you think Starfield looks good?
No, it looks like shit. Like it looks like everything. The only thing that's better is the lighting. The character's skin is more realistic, but the animations aren't any better, right? Like they just look the same. They're like, come on.
Yeah. and it's like shit. Had it and I lost it. The NPCs are like that, and we forgot. Right, the lighting is better.
Yeah.
So the lighting is like, it's like impressively atmospheric for like an outer space setting, right? It's like, yeah, no, this lighting does look pretty cool. Like the texture on everything, the lighting on everything, this looks pretty cool. When you move around and you look at places, the way the sun hits things, it's cool. It's like you're exploring a planet, right? And then everything else about the game is like totally boring and not worth it.
It's like they don't even let you explore a planet, do they? They don't even let you explore the universe, do they?
No, they don't. They don't let you explore the universe in this game. You're stuck on like 1 or 2 planets. That would have been too big of a game. I mean, the game's already so big. The game is endlessly big for no reason because you can't explore outer space.
The feds.
Are you looking up whether you can explore space in Starfield?
I'm looking up who Bethesda are. Oh, they did Doom 2016.
No, that's not what Bethesda is best known for.
Yeah, but I played that game.
Oh, I see. I see. Now, what do they make?
They do like, yeah, we get like an actual list of them.
I love not knowing this thing that like everybody who's watching this knows. Fallout,
Elder
Skyrim, and Oblivion.
Scrolls, Fallout,
Yeah. Yeah. Games that I-
Dishonored, Doom,
Yeah.
Present Doom,
Present Doom, right? Yeah, no,
Starfield.
it's not my bag. It's,
Yeah, well, I have Skyrim VR, and I got really dizzy playing it, so
yeah, VR
couldn't
sounds like
play
a
that.
nightmare.
It was terrible, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. If we go in that direction, I'm going to be left behind. That's okay.
That's okay too. I don't need to do VR. It's pretty nauseating for games, like for games at all. I don't use it for games really. Okay, but like Starfield is
I'm gonna bring Heidi in real quick.
it's bad because
There she is. Hey, Heidi.
it sounds like the it's like the episode 1 reviewers were told not to say anything about it.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like it's bad because it's overhyped, and they're like, what was the thing you said before?
Oh, there was a review embargo.
Yeah, there really was like a review embargo. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
means
the
it
same.
sucks.
Yeah, that means it sucks.
You're not allowed to give it a bad review from the start. Yeah. 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 So you know it's not that good, and the people got fooled into playing it for way more time because the hype made it seem like it was worth it.
That sucks. They sunk more time into it. They sunk 60 hours just to prove to themselves that it was worth $60.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that one's bad. I think that one's bad. I'm guessing that one is bad. And that's why.
Because it was overhyped.
Yeah. Yeah. It was clearly, I don't know what it is about it that is either, lacking in the game, but I do know that it's bad because nothing that got the reaction that it did with the parameters that were set like they were can really on its own merits be exceptionally good.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it. Call it mother's intuition. All right. Do we want to guess why anything else is bad, or is that it?
Let's see. What else? What else is a recent game?
No, nobody's releasing games right now because the Mario and Sonic games are about to come out.
Ah.
I love adding "and Sonic" on. Like anyone gives a fuck about Sonic. New Mario game's coming out. Oh, and Sonic too. All right. All right. What do you think? Should we call it a night?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a fun one.
Yeah. Have a good night.
See you next time.